Today, we're gonna play with lots of balls, ladies and gentlemen, because we're gonna be checking out Marble World. I gotta say, I'm super excited for this. I haven't seen a marble run game before, and it's extremely popular on YouTube. If you don't know how marble runs work, basically you build these tracks that marbles go on, and you watch them race. That's literally it, but there's something very enjoyable about it. If you haven't watched them, I do suggest you go watch a few to understand what the hell's going on. Anyways, this is a new game. It's not out yet, but I'm a special guy, I guess, and I get to play with balls early. But yeah, it's going to be coming out soon, and we're going to check out if it's any good or not today. So we have to build our own tracks. There's none actually in the game, and I'm actually kind of cool with that because I do want to actually build one and see what this is all about. So we have a bunch of different pieces we can use. There's decorations as well. We got props, actually a lot of different props. So you can, you can build a whole town if you really want to. I don't think we're going to go that crazy, but I do want to do a cool track. So we should probably start with a marble spawner. So this is the starting gate, if you will. Okay, we obviously want this on an incline a little bit. So there we go. I don't want to go too crazy, but yeah. How many can I put here? Marble amount. There we go. 180. Now, I did check out the options, and I can have up to 15,000 freaking marbles. So I definitely want more than 180, but I think there's buttons on this I saw. Yeah, we should be able to load it up, and let's just see if this works right, and then we can just drop them whenever we want. You know what? I'm just going to spawn more. Let's see how much I can spawn before the lag happens. Oh my god. It's actually remarkably stable. Imagine walking in this room right now. You'd freaking die. Well, I have to try and get to 15,000 just to say I did it and without killing my PC. It looks like 15,000 is a little bit much. There is so many in this box. Oh god. I'm actually surprised how stable it is, considering these are all physics-based and they're still all moving everywhere. My god, this is horrifying. All right, let's delete all those marbles, and my frames are back. Thank god. So what I think we'll do here, I think you can close this, right? How the hell did I do that? There we go. So if I spawn 180, they perfectly fit on here. I want to get a bit more than 180. So there we go. I added 3. So now if I open this up, they are all technically connected to the front one. So then if I just click these, we should, yes, have an even playing field with 540. And then we can let them all go at the same time. So I don't have much of an incline right now, so it's going to be nice and slow. This is kind of nice. Oh, it's slow because it's in slow motion. That must be because I was spawning 15,000. I think it auto slows to deal with the lag. That's actually really smart. And I appreciate that there's already a slow motion in this game. More games need slow motion. It's just the rules. Okay, but that's the starting. I'm excited for that. Now let's get on to the fun stuff. We have to actually build a course here. I don't really know what I'm going to do, by the way. We'll just go for it and see what happens. So we got this splitter right away. I definitely want to split and give one track maybe a little bit of a harder time or something like that. I can also merge these together. I feel like that's going to make crazy buildups with how many marbles we're using, though. So let's not go too crazy just yet. Is this flat? Oh, it is flat. Okay, I gotta keep going on a little bit on an incline. I don't want to go too fast yet. Oh, I figured out something amazing. There's this little auto rotate after snap. I was manually rotating these. This makes building so much easier. That should automatically be on, in my opinion. It's nice to see that you can have grid on or off if you want to get extremely complex, though. For this start, we're just going, you know, a little crazy. Not too crazy, though. That's the wrong way. I just kind of realized what I built. I swear. It wasn't intentional. Okay, then after this, you know what's gonna happen? Oh, this is great. We're gonna have a ball banging fun zone here, because I guarantee the majority of the marbles will be on this side because of, well, momentum. So they should kind of collide in here and hopefully battle each other, and we'll see which team is victorious, the left or the right. I just want to make sure this is in a good spot. We have these convenient shapes here, so we can kind of direct them to where I want them to go. So we'll just add like a wall here to make sure the majority of them, some can fall off. I mean, it's a marble race. Some casualties are always fun, you know? Now let's just try this out to make sure I'm not doing everything wrong. I mean, you never know with me. They should hopefully make it to the bottom. I mean, that's the goal. They're not going to be going too fast. They're actually getting up a decent amount of speed. Do they fall in, though? Yes! Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I mean, they're coming out, but it's very, very slow. Okay, so change of plans. Still gonna kind of do the same thing. The twirly thing just didn't work as expected. So what I'm trying to do right now is slow down momentum. I've been testing this a little bit, as you can tell by my balls everywhere. Most go in, actually, without the nails, but I want to make sure almost all go in. I want to make these things last for at least a little bit, so I'm only spawning 182, so with more... Some might fall off just due to the weight behind them. But yeah, if this slows them down, that's not bad. That's not bad. We still have a little bit of a pile up, so I might have to move. Like, for example, these nails are blocking those. Not cool. I just want most of them to slow down so they're not hitting. Look at this guy. You talk about unlucky. Okay, but that's pretty good. I might add a little bit of walls there. Almost all of them went in. And it really bothers me that some of these are actually sticking on these. Like, this one should not... That should not happen because it's still on an incline. God damn it, I did it again. I swear this is not intentional. But yes, I figured that this would be the best option. These are actually curved slope pieces that go downwards. But that should make almost all of them fall in here. I actually might get rid of some of these nails now. Because I don't like that. Look, what? Dude falls off one nail and hits another one. That is ridiculous. Let's just see what happens without these nails. All right, I did all of the 500 and something too. Oh, that is beautiful. I gotta say, might be going a bit fast, but that's why I built the tube, because what we're gonna do at the bottom of the tube is use this thing, because it was great at slowly making these things fall out, and that is working just as expected. Oh my god, this is so fun. I hope it doesn't get totally jammed. It might actually do that if I get really unlucky. You can see it works its way out, though, just due to the weight of the marbles on top of it. All right, you know what? No, I've been waiting 5 minutes, and it's remarkably working, but it would be the most boring marble race after this, just because there'd be one way ahead of the rest. So we're going to maybe use this later in the track, because yeah, there was still probably 200 in there. That, I mean, it works, but it's too slow for what I wanted. It's too good, if you will. That's okay though, because we can still build a tube design here and go from there. Okay, so I just turned the pipe, and after that I have 2 tracks here. I'm hoping some will bounce and get lucky and be on the top, and the majority should go on the bottom if my physics understanding is correct. Now, I want the bottom ones to have a little bit of a penalty because they're not as high of a flyer. So we're gonna go back to our nails and just not go crazy with them, but I want, you know, a couple to bang into these just because of the penalty. And yeah, we'll probably connect these together after this little runway here, assuming this works out. Okay, this part's taking way longer than expected. I've changed it about 5 times now, but I think I'm pretty happy with it. I had a little bit of a build-up. I'm testing something new now, but very few make it to the top. Whoa, we had a lucky one there going to the top, but yeah, as you can see, the majority go to the bottom. And I have these upside-down homes here to hopefully slow everything down. I did have a build-up, as you can see. Some fall out, but at this point, I'm accepting that. Oh, we do have a little bit of a lock problem, though. I don't know how I'm going to stop this. It looks like both sides are unfortunately having that. I spent a long time designing this, so I might just keep it like this and change a few things. I mean, it's still going, as you can see. It's just extremely slow. And I actually don't hate that this is slowing down a lot, because this is where I want to kind of pile things up once again. So we're going to connect them in a tube, I think, down here. I'll work on this a bit, see if I can improve it at all. Okay, so yeah, I moved this, and that fixed it. So I just had it a little bit too close. It's still doing it, but that's the goal, actually. And now I have a tube down here. Majority are getting in. You can see once it's light, some do get stuck, but that's fine. The important part is the majority are getting in here. I might even add one more on each side just to make sure they make it all the way in. Okay, this is what I got so far. We're still having a little bit of a jam issue up there. Again, I don't think we're gonna get this perfect, but a marble run's not supposed to be perfect. What I want to do next, though, is how big are these? Oh, man. Oh, damn. That's actually perfect. So this is a giant elevator up. I don't know if I can... Yeah, I don't think I can stack these. That would be insane. I do want to essentially do a jump after this, I think. So what I think I'm going to do is maybe connect one more after this. Do I have to go... Should I go that high up, though? Like, this is insane. We'll go back up to the roof, essentially. Yeah, you know what? Okay, I'm actually... Am I hitting the freaking... I'm going over the roof. No, I'm Basically, I'm taller than I've ever been. Oh, this is actually great. All right, so I did a little bit of a curved track there. Not really sure why. It just felt right, you know? But this is what I'm looking at now. I want to, I think, maybe go crazy here. What we should actually do is merge these together. We'll angle this a bit because it's probably not going to be going crazy fast. So we want to obviously not get a jam here. Something like that should be good, I think. Is that going to give me a little bit of a lip? No, I think we should be okay. We can obviously change it if we need to, but I think that's pretty good. And what I really wanted to use was this downwards one, because this is just like a drop off, like an actual freaking drop. I don't know if they'll be going too fast, though. They might actually launch themselves out, so I might have to put a roof on this or something. Yeah, they're just going right off, so I need to slow them down. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Screw this one. It's just too difficult to keep these things on the track without having it either stall or go so fast it jumps over. I think what we're gonna actually do is expand it out again, because I want kind of like a skill shot at the end. And if you're confused by that, you'll understand what I mean by the end of this. Basically, I just want a giant jump. Okay, and there we go. We got our giant ramp. So that took a long time. It's very hard to slowly angle these things, but I tested out the trajectory. They kind of land around here, so obviously the ultimate goal is to get one as the hole in one. It's actually the ground right down there, so one marble only should fit in there. And that would technically be our winner. Assuming this all goes correctly. I've never done a full run yet, but this took me 2.5 hours to make. Oh, and I still have a jam here. But you know what? I kind of like that there's a jam on only the one side almost all the time. So the lucky ones get on the right-hand side. I'm not sure why it's this side. I guess maybe the angles are slightly different. It doesn't matter. The important part is the majority of them get through and get to the top for the final ramp run. All right, so I'm just going to take away my spawner here. I was using this to test the trajectory. And yeah, let's see if any can actually make it to the end. That's the big question here. I have not tested it. We'll see what happens. Okay, spawn them up. I should also mention you can name each marble, but if you expect me to name 540 marbles, you are insane. I put Steve and Bob in here. The names don't seem to want to come up. I'm sure there's a way to enable it. But yeah, we're just going to have a simple marble run. We're not betting on who's going to win or anything. Honestly, if more than a couple make it, I'll be happy. Anyways, let's slow it down so we can keep up. That's one thing I wish this game had, is a camera speed control. Doesn't seem to have one, so we're just gonna go nice and slow and see what happens here. All right, so put your guesses in the comments below. What color do you think is gonna win? My money's on the watermelons, just because they're freaking watermelons and they're amazing. Starting should be rather bland. I mean, not much is going. Yellow is winning right now. Now the big moment is what's gonna make it up top, because if you can make it up top, actually, some came down remarkably fast at the bottom. Green coming up top. That extra speed might help him out. And yes, indeed, he did actually take first. Let's slow this down a bit more, at least for right now. It looks like red is winning, but let's not get too excited just yet, because there's going to be a waiting game at the end here, so we can let these things pile up. Unfortunately, yellow, rest in peace, has fallen off. All right, we'll speed it up a little bit here. This is so fun. And there we go. As you can see, now we got a bunch in first. So yeah, just because you make it first here doesn't mean you're gonna win. It's looking like, I mean, we are having a little bit of a spillover. This is my first marble course, guys. It isn't perfect, but we got at least like 200-300 here, and they're still slowly falling down. Actually, how are we doing up here? Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a pile up for a while, which is a good thing. I actually designed it that way so we don't have a huge traffic jam here either. And as you can see, I think the vast majority are definitely getting through. There's definitely a lot of marbles on the ground too, though. And as always, the left side almost fully depleted. Right is still slowly dropping them. And it's kind of nice because we got these scragglers at the back here, but they still have a chance. Not much of a chance, but a chance indeed. Oh, we already got guys coming through. Oh, that's so pleasing to watch. And then I don't know if I added this, but I turned this into a single one just to give the guys at the front that head start that hopefully they'll need to win this thing. And yeah, so far, where's the closest watermelon? Looks like in 8th place currently. You got to remember, though, it has to make the jump. And just because you're first on the jump doesn't mean you win. You have to get in that middle hole. So green's going down. We'll slow it down once again, and this is where it could get interesting. I don't know if any will actually make it or not. There goes green. Is it gonna make it? I tried to slow it down. Doesn't look like it has the trajectory Close, but a bit to the right. Let's see who is actually going to be first in, and probably the winner if you actually make it. Banging off the side. Blue misses. Come on, I still have hopes for Mr. Watermelon. Red, looking a bit to the right as well. Almost all of them are going to the right. Did I design this poorly? Probably. It's not just about skill for this win. You have to get a little bit of luck as well. Blue's looking good. Oh, actually, both of these are. Oh my god. I don't know if any will stay in because they have so much momentum. Let's speed this up a bit because it's going to be one at a time. It's going to take forever. There's another one. There. Oh, my watermelon missed. They're all almost going to the right. There's got to. Oh, that was so close. This is kind of like golf if you think about it. You got to get extremely lucky to win this thing. Oh, the one you need. It's the problem is you need to hit the back and bounce back in. So if none make it in this first run, what I'll basically do is probably put a backboard on and basically make it like a basketball hoop. And I think that should definitely fix our issue here. I kind of like this though. Just because you're in first doesn't mean you're going to win. Oh, that was close. Almost hit the back. It seems to be that they're just not getting enough speed to hit that back wall, which is exactly what they need. If they can hit this rim right here, they are good. Ooh, blue almost had it. It bounced too far forward, though. Oh, just missed it with another blue. It seems like blue are getting lucky. Bouncing too far forward once again. I don't know if any are going to make it. I can see that the elevator still has a full load, though. So we have a lot of tries. There it is. We have our winner, Mr. Blue. And right behind it, we have another teal. How many are actually going to make it in now? That's what I'm curious about. This is kind of perfect because I wanted to design a course where not the person in first would technically win. And it's all about luck at the end. And indeed, blue wins it. Oh, I'm so glad it worked first try, though. That is fantastic. Definitely, if I was to redesign this, I'd put it a bit to the right because almost all of them are hitting this right-hand side. Oh, another close one. We got more coming in. There must have been a huge unclogging because the elevator got filled once again. So giving them a chance. Some are getting extremely close. I'm actually amazed none have made it again because so many are bouncing backwards and just going a little too far and not actually falling inside of it. All right, and like 10 minutes later, the final few have made it through, and it's looking like only 2 made it. That's so great to me. I wanted to have such a hard course, and yeah, when 2 out of 540 make it, I think that's the definition of a hard course, right? I just want to make sure there's no huge blockades up here. Yeah, all of our... Oh! I did not expect that. No wonder why there was a huge delay between them. So it seems like what happens after a certain amount of weight is not being pushed on the front balls, it no longer pushes them in. So they're kind of just in limbo here. It's definitely going downwards a bit, as you can see by the angle. It just doesn't have enough of a push to get these guys in. So you know what? I'm going to consider them casualties of war. We still have, as you can see, a lot stuck on the course. This is definitely not the perfect course. We got a few stuck over here as well. That should be really the only ones that are stuck. I highly doubt there's anything stuck up here. Yeah. But yeah, I did test this a lot, and I never had this happen. So talk about unlucky during the actual race. They get stuck. But yeah, if your money was on Marble 209, well, you are victorious. And 196 came in second, by the way. Kind of weird how they were so close together in terms of numbers. And yeah, on that, guys, I think we're going to wrap up this episode here. Let me know what you guys think of this game, because obviously I would like to build maybe a little bit of a better course. This was very much a learning experience. And it might not be perfect, but I had a blast designing it, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. As always, thanks for watching and liking, guys. And I'll see you in the next one.